Hey, what's up, my truth seekers? Welcome back again to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and nine buys. I see Miss Wu is in here again. Thank you for spending a day. This is the second time. This morning, I went ahead and I did a live. I wanted to go ahead and talk about the state attorney, Marilyn, come on, let me go ahead and get her last name, Mosby. We went ahead and talked about her, and I think that was around about 10 o'clock. And now I'm back on Love and Marriage in Huntsville. Oh my God. Let me see if I can go ahead and hit way back. But yes, Miss Wu says, good evening, Lady D and chat. I see Miss Sparkles is also in the house as well, saying, hey, everyone. Guys, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and nine buys in here are grown folks. We meet, look, we do not have time to tickle nobody ears, okay? We here to stand on our truth. And my truth may not be your truth, but somewhere lies the truth, okay? So with all that being said, guys, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. Also, if you feel like you led, Cash App Real Talk 985. Okay. So let me go ahead and read the copyright disclaimer, go right into it. Let me go see if I can make it a little bigger. It says copyright disclaimer is under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Again, guys, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and nine buys. So let me go ahead and get into all this right here. Let me make sure that I get everything set up. Make sure that if you can hear me good, guys, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you can hear me real good. And also, my girl's in the house, Starbucks lover. She says, welcome everyone to Real Talk with Lady D. Yes, indeed. So, guys, again, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. I see Miss Wu came in. Early bird get the worm. So when I start issuing out gifts and stuff like that, people that I know that are supporting me, trust me, like they say, you give honor where honor is due. Okay. So, guys, thank you for your support. Thank you very much, because trust me, in here is not easy. Okay. It is not easy at all. But I do varieties of things. I just don't talk about reality shows. I try to talk about things that, we can bring awareness, especially when it comes to our people. I like talk about stuff like that. But I see, man, this right here, this is very hard. It's like these guys do not want to sit there and see no change. But like I said in here, it's grown folks. So, guys, as you can see right here, by the title, we're going to go ahead and break down the differences, threats. Like I said, whether what Martell did and Melody did, I truly believe that they both should take accountability. But we're gonna go ahead and break it down because it seems like we pick and choose, what is evil and what is good, and we're going to break down Martell threats because both of them was a threat. It never happened, but they was threatened to do it. Okay, and we already know when it come to what Martell did, Martell, he was charged. Okay, so we're going to talk about all that. Okay, so again, guys, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and nine bias. But before I get into all that of love and marriage in Huntsville, I want to go ahead and talk about a little bit about Simon Gabadia and Porsha. That's really what I'm going to start talking about once Real Housewives of Atlanta come on. But it seems like these people are doing a lot, a lot of behind the scene. Make it make sense, guys. My girl is in the house. Yes, country girl Queena. She says, hello, Lady D and chat. Yes, guys, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. So let me see if I can go ahead and share this screen right here, right quick, because I mean, Simon and Portia, they is just going back and forth. What you guys think about all that? So let me go ahead and talk about this right quick, and then we're gonna go into breaking down the different threats when it comes to Martell Holt and Melody Cherie. But I see right here where Simon Gabadia, they going back and forth. Portia had put something, but Portia, when she ended up deleting what she had put up. But this right here is what Simon had wrote. Simon says debt builds wealth, poor credit destroy wealth. Which one would you rather? So, I guess he's throwing it at Portia, saying that, Portia got some bad credit. And all this right here is for entertainment purpose only. You air it out, you are free game. So I'm guessing, for him to put that out, because I think that Portia had put something out, about, debt or something like that, or when it comes to Shamil, Shamil husband went ahead and paid out the Rolls Royce or something like that. So I guess that this is what they doing. They throwing jabs at each other. And he had wrote Simon Gabadia. He said a pig with lipstick does not make one beautiful because when the lipstick fades, all you see is what is all always was a pig. And everybody, I mean, they jumped on him saying, "Oh, are you calling Portia pig?" No, it's just a figure of speech. We heard that saying, you can dress a pig, but a pig's still going to be a pig. Okay, so that's what I think that he meant by that. And also, Simon, he's coming across as butthurt because I feel that, even though we already know when it comes to Portia is getting back her karma, even though I like Portia, but it's the way that you went about it. Portia, she is the type of person, that she rushed in things, just like she rushed into the relationship when she was with Dennis. I think that Portia ended up being engaged with Dennis less than a month. And soon a minute when Simon Gabadia, he had got out his relationship, his marriage, when it came to Fallon, Portia was his DM. And that's, what, I'm trying to tell you guys all the time when I come on. You can see a person glory, but you don't know the story. You don't know what it took for whoever gets into these type of relationships so quick. You don't know what it takes, what this person went through. And now you think that, oh, you see people's blessings, but you don't know what it took. You don't know what that person went through. So also someone by the name of Pagan Goddess says these posts reflects a likes of emotion, maturity, insecurity, impulsiveness, and poor conflict resolution skills. It suggests a need for better coping mechanics and emotional intelligence. So I don't know what they mean. I guess they're trying to go ahead and hit at Simon, but you have to realize you on Simon's page, and if you don't like it, like I said, or anybody, go somewhere where you like. You don't have to, get into all this. And also he went and he used a scripture out of Proverbs 26:11. He used this out the Amplified Bible. He said, like a dog that returns to his vomit is a fool who repeat his foolishness never again. So I guess, you know, Simon, and I use this scripture all the time, like a dog going back into his vomit. So I guess Simon saying that, that he would never get himself back into this type of situation again. And but you never say never, but you know how it is, guys. So I just wanted to go ahead and share this with you. Also, it says, question, would you rather cry homeless in a Rolls Royce or in a Honda Civic? So all that right there, guys, I guess that's all relating to Porsche. But as you can see right here, this is going to be very, very interesting. But they did say that they put on hold, and I'm gonna say allegedly, when it comes to Porsche, because now Simon, he is saying that he does not want the inside of his house. He don't want it on this reality show. And you know good and well, when it comes to Real Housewives of Atlanta, well, whoever is behind the scene, True Entertainment, they are not going to, go against Simon's orders, because then they're going to get sued. So most likely they probably telling Portia, go ahead and fix this, and then, we can go ahead and air it. But I don't know, this right here is very, very interesting. I saw where now Portia and Kenya Moore, they on social media look like they having a good time, but all that is, they just trying to promote that show. That's what it is. Because when it comes to Portia and Kenya Moore, those two, they cut two different corners. I see I got a cash app. Thank you very much. Thank you, my girl. Thank you for that cash app. And I pray that the Most High God multiplied, unlimited, shaking together and running over. Thank you very, very much for that cash app. Yes, indeed, guys. I appreciate everything. And like I said, the more you give, the more that it's going to be given back. And that's real talk. Okay. So don't go around and say, oh, she be begging for cash app. Trust me, it goes right back, because when people blesses me, I love to be a blessing to others as well. Okay. So I see right here, guys, I got what is showing right here is showing that I got 22 people that's on my live. Let me see how many people that had went ahead and hit that like button, because this right here, guys, I'm not going to tell you no lie. This is a lot. Nowhere in the world that I can continue coming on live. And like I say, it's not going to hurt you to set support, hitting that like button. It's not going to cost you not one thing. I see right here, I have 13 people that went ahead and hit that like button. Guys, come on and hit that like button if you feel that you are getting something out of this right here. If you hear, quite obvious, if you're spending time with me, either you like what I'm saying or you hate it. But if you're looking for your ears to be tickled, then you go somewhere where your ears is going to be tickled. Okay. So again, guys, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and non-biased. And when it comes to this show right here, I think that this going to be my last time this season. I just don't think that I'm going to continue, recycling this mess right here, because this is all it is. This is recycling. I just don't understand it. It's just so confusing. I just don't understand why it looked like they pick and choose, who they want to put their foot on. So we're going to go ahead and talk about that. I wrote some bullet points. Yes, I wrote some little notes so I can go over, like I say, as the title says, breaking down the differences, threats, between Martell tape, which we know that he did not release a tape. He threatened to release a tape. It was a text. Okay. And also, when it comes to Melody. Now, Melody, she did went ahead and pour the lighter fluid on the floor, and she poured it on his couch, and she was threatened to light that house on fire. We got the clips that showed that she did do it. And not only that, she even reacted out in one of her videos, and had a bat and pulling up plants. And like I said, a lot of stuff that she did, people have to take accountability for the stuff that they have done. So let me go down the line. Like I said, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. And like I said, in here is real talk. Grown folks, we eat meat. We ain't got time to tickle no one ears. Okay. So right here, we're going to what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down the different threats between Martell tape release or the text release and Melody threatened to light that house on fire because she felt that Martell had took $17,000 away from her, which Martell had also said that Melody she had took money out the $150,000. I guess that was their business account. And he asked for the money back politely. He didn't sit there try to unalive anyone to get that money back. Okay. So right here, um I put right here, I say the nature of the threat, involved the release of a potential damage information, while threatened to release those tapes. It can, like I said, it can damage the reputation and stuff like that. But Melody threats, it can endanger a person's physical safety of the house, and anyone that was in that house. So that's the difference. And that's why when it comes to Martell, his by he sending out those texts, they gave him a misdemeanor. That's like a third degree felony or whatever. That's considered as a misdemeanor. But I'm pretty sure that if he would have went ahead and he would have submitted those tapes of Melody threatened to, light this house on fire, I'm pretty sure that was not going to be a misdemeanor. If anything, it would have been a first degree felony. Okay. So right here, I put secondly, the potential consequences of the threat is different. Martell threat to release a tape may result in the reputation damage, her reputation, that's exactly what those tapes, if he would have went ahead and, he would have released it, it would have, most likely, it would have damaged her reputation, but still of all, it wouldn't have unalive her. Okay. So that's the difference. But he did not send no tapes. I just don't understand why people, they kept running around that Martell was sending out, RP, but they just wanted to assassinate his character because most likely they knew that he was going to show Tasha K all the stuff that Melody did. And like I say, guys, in here, is everything is alleged, but this right here, when it comes to the stuff that I am talking about, this right here is real. But to me, this is for entertainment purpose only. Okay, they air it out. They are free game. I see my girl is in the house, T Jones. She say, "Hey, sugar, how are you doing, T Jones?" So right there, let me go ahead and make sure I say it again. So I'm breaking down the differences between what Martell did when he was threatened, to release, they say, a tape, which he didn't, but he sent a text message. But also when Melody, she was threatened to unalive everyone that was in that house, and the thing about it, nobody is talking about it. Okay. So on the other hand, Melody threat to set the house on fire, it opposes a direct threat to the lives and the property of those within that house. So why nobody talking about that? Why we are the only ones that screaming on top of the mountain and saying, what about the stuff that Melody did? Melody, she did not come out and apologize. She didn't take no accountability. Nobody even talking about the stuff that Melody did. But they made it a big deal of what Martell is doing. Make it make sense. I just don't understand why nobody talking about it. Come on, guys, let me know. Come on, chime in. Let me know why nobody is talking about how Melody went into this man's house and she sat there and wanted to unalive. So right here, that right there, that was a threat. Even though both, is you don't supposed to do it, but still of all, there's a difference between of what Martell did, which is not going to sit there and endanger nobody. It's going to, most likely hurt that person's reputation, which Martell pretty much said, if you don't stop what you're doing, then you're going to force me to go ahead and release this tape. Now, was he right? No, he was not right at all, but he didn't do it. But all he was doing is telling Melody, Melody, back off, leave me alone. And everybody's saying, oh, Martell, he need to just leave Melody alone. Well, like I say, the people have children. And anytime when it's you making it so difficult to co-parent, this man got to chase where his kids at, not answering the phone, wondering if his kids are at home in their bed or if they around 20 different babysitters. He's a father. And I don't understand why people just don't see it. I don't understand why they don't see it. So what he was doing when he put that text message out and he told, according to what Martell told to Tasha K, all he was doing was telling Melody, stop it. Leave me alone. Everybody's saying that, oh, they want each other. They chasing behind each other. They had a chance so many times. They had so many chances to get back together. And it never worked. And it won't work. It won't work. But the only ones at the end of the day, the only ones that's going to get hurt, and that's the children. That's the children. That's why I think that one of them should be the bigger person and just leave this show. And if anyone should leave, it should be Melody. And the reason why, because Melody already have something going on when it comes to her own network, Nubian or whatever they call it. Why don't Melody focus on that? Martell is from Huntsville. Let Martell stay where he's at. A lot of people saying, I don't want to see, Martell talk about, or bring on Ariane and but that's his reality. That's his life. That's who he chose. Like I said, we don't pick and choose who someone should have a relationship with. That girl, Ariane Curry, this lady, she been in their marriage, half of their marriage. So if that's who he chose, he got a child for her. Because like I said it many times, I think they married. And the only reason why he's not coming out, because they are the big things when it comes to this reality show, Love and Marriage in Huntsville. Everybody's saying, oh my God, I just can't believe it. I won't watch it. Oh, yes, you will. And it sounds like I'm repeating myself over and over with the same thing, but it's just like this show. This show is recycling. They just don't want to move on. They want to just continue beating this dead horse. I received the email today where Melody did an interview. I think she did an interview with, I think her name is Tony Terrell. Let me see what the radio is, 94.1 WHRP. And even she said, and she said, Tony Terrell, when she's watched, and like I say, all this right here is alleged because it's not a words verbatim, but when she was listening to Melody's music, it was like cringing. It's like she thought about the children. You seen all this violence take place And you saying even Melody came out and she said that her children was dancing to these songs. Yeah, they babies now, but these children got to grow up. And once they start putting all the pieces together and looking at this mess for what it is cringing. My God, mom is making music and we was dancing at as a child while she's sitting there assassinating and emasculating our dad, making videos, capitalizing off it. Oh my God, I know you guys don't want to hear this. What do you want me to do? Do you guys want me to come on and tell you a lie? Do you want me to sugarcoat it? Like I said, I only can say what I see, guys. You air it out, you a free game. And just like my girl, Country Girl, says she's playing the victim. Absolutely. 7 god doggone seasons. Come on. 7 seasons. And even Tony Terrell asks Melody, Did are you in a relationship? No. And she gonna continue saying no. And most likely the reason why, because she's not going to show who she's with. Most likely Melody might be seeing someone, but then again, who she's with is not going to sit there and help her to continue promoting those products and cashing those checks. She's going to continue with all this trauma binding when it comes to Martell because that's where her income comes out of. Keep beating this dead horse. So quite obvious she's not going to move on. And if she do move on, she's not going to let you know because she's going to continue coming on this show and it's going to be Martell did this, Martell did that. And that's why if this show air another season, then they need to just go ahead and just let Martell bring in who he's with. If he's with Ariane, bring Ariane in. Like I said, I've been saying this for a very long time. When it comes to cheating, Martell's not the first and he's not going to be the last. Long as you got Martell set out like a sitting duck, then what Melody going to do? Melody, she going to pounce on it. But if you bring in who he's with, I promise you all that's going to cease or just shut the show down completely or let the Scots go ahead and run it. Show us what they working with because we never know what the Scots are doing and the Scots are doing a lot. They are doing a lot in Huntsville. They are building. But we will never know what's going on because why? They making it all about Melody and Martell. What they're afraid of. Like I said, this is a reality show. What is a reality show? You're going to have to tell, you tell what's going on, be your authentic self. Can't keep making up storylines or allowing this man to sit there and be the sacrificial lamb. Come on, guys, make it make sense because that's exactly what it looked like. So, guys, let me know what your thoughts about it because, like I said, in here is facts over feelings and truth over power. We stand on our truth. You can't just sit there and just say, oh, and point the finger at this person. You can't just do that. Like I said, it takes two to tear down the house. You can't tear down the house by itself. But I don't know about you guys, but I'm sick of it. I am so sick of it because all it's doing is just recycling itself. It's time for them to go ahead and move on. Because what it's doing is making Martell look like he is the villain and Melody, she's the victim. Melody, like I said, 7 years. Come on, move on. Find somebody. Show us what you're working with, What's the threat? That's exactly how I look at it. So, guys, let me know what your thoughts about it. Charm in, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content because in here, it's real talk. But if Melody says she got a catalog full of, music, she's, then why you can't, make music of you have moved on? Why it always have to involve in what you say was toxic, make it make sense. And then got the children. Got the children dancing to that mess. Come on, guys, make it make sense. Make it make sense. I see Nikki B is in the house. She said hello to everyone in the chat. How are you doing, Nikki? How are you doing, guys? Welcome, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and nine buys. And like I said, we in here, we gonna stand on our truth. We're gonna call it like it is. We don't know these people. We don't know these people from a can of paint. And the first thing, you guys wants to say, oh, it's a blackout. No, the only reason why the ratings are going down because Melody refused to go ahead and dismantle the meters. She even promoted even when she was on this radio show. What's her name? Tony Terrell sat there and said that the millimeters, how these people they love to attack, and it might not be her word verbatim. Oh, they come for my rescue. For what? Nobody do you nothing. These people is not coming to your rescue. These people are sitting there stalking. These people are threatening people. These people are getting lawsuits. These people are going around people homes, knocking on their doors, going on these people business pages and trying to give them a bad rap. Look what they did, Stormy. But like I say, you never win when you play dirty. The more dirt that they was throwing on Stormy, what Stormy was doing, Stormy was building off it. Stormy is doing great. Her husband met her at the airport. I mean, bought her one of these foreign cars, whatever they are. It wasn't a Tesla, but they are doing great. Thank you, Cassandra. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. I pray that it falls on good grounds. Shaking together, running over. Yes. She said, first time viewing, love your review. Thank you very much. And it's so hard, Cassandra. I'm not even going to tell you no lie. It's so hard, going against the grain. But somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. If it's an apple, I'm gonna say it's an apple. If it's an orange, I'm gonna say the orange. I can't sit there and sugarcoat just for clicks and likes. I can't do that. I have to stand on my truth. I have to. Nikki B says that if Melody is dating someone, she is not going to tell us about that. Absolutely. I just said it. Absolutely. That's because she would look stupid to keep talking about Martell. She used Martell for a storyline. Everybody else see it. Why you don't see it, Carlos King? Why you don't see it, producers? You might as well open up your eyes because you guys put all your eggs in one basket and the ratings are going down. The ratings are going down. So you might as well have sit there and figure out who is the bad apple that needs to be gone. Let Melody focus on what she got. Come on, Carlos King. You more business savvy than that. My girl, country, my girl say this is too much. Oh my God, it is. And the thing about it, like I said, enough is enough, especially when you start getting the law involved and people are getting arrested, it takes the fun out of everything. It takes the fun out of, I just I don't appreciate this because Melody, she held on those receipts for almost 2 years. And the thing about it, they wait to release all this when they know that this show was coming back on. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. And it's really gut wrenching, especially when you use the court system for a storyline. Make it make sense. Nikki B says it's hilarious how the millimeters think they're low ratings because of the black. No, it's not. It's not because of them. These people are delusional. It's not because of them, but what they likes to do, everything that goes against Melody, they going to twist it and they're going to make it feel like, oh, this is because of that. No, it's because these people don't want to touch this. These huge bloggers don't want to mess with it. And all you guys doing is you not hurting Martell because Martell is going to come out of this. What you guys doing is hurting Melody. Nobody's not going to even want to work with Melody. Not long as she got these trauma binding overzealous melanuts, nobody's not going to work with that. Nobody's going to work with that. And that's why I just hope when it comes to Tisha, separate yourself from this. This girl, she tried everything. She threw the kitchen sink at you and your marriage. She tried to drive a wedge into your marriage. Don't fake it. If it's not working, move on. Let Melody go out into the sunset. She says she's all about her peace. If she's all about her peace, then let Melody go. Let her go. Let her focus on her own streaming. And nobody is jealous. Oh, they jealous of Melody. Jealous of Melody for what? Make it make sense. Nikki B says that this is hilarious. How the millimeters thing. Oh, yeah, I read that one. She also says because people are getting tired of the mess on the show. And Mel, absolutely. It's just recycling itself. It's just every season you think, oh, it's going to be something different. We going through the same thing over and over and over. And you know why it's like that because Carlos King already said Melody is the executive producer. So if Melody is the executive producer, then she can go ahead and steer this narrative any way that she wants and make it all about her. That's why every time during the confession when they talking, who talking? Like nobody else got sense. Like nobody else can put two words together. Melody, Melody, Melody. I couldn't even watch this interview when someone had emailed me when Melody was doing this interview with Tony Terrell. I couldn't even watch it because, like I say, she is very annoying. Nobody's jealous. She's very annoying. Now you see why. And let me shut up. Let me shut up. Country girl said, "I see the show is going to be canceled." Yeah, and I truly think that the Scots can pick it up. I think that the Scots, and whoever they bring on, I think that they can put this show back on the right track because it got people that wants to see, black entrepreneurs building up. This man is building a hotel. This man most likely is afraid to put his business on this show. Yeah, he put the t-shirts and the hard hats. He may wear that, but you don't see what he actually doing because if he starts showing what he actually doing, these melanuts going to find out who is working for him, try to sit there and go all in these people background and try to sabotage this man business. So this man probably say, look, I cannot show these people who working for me, my employees, I can't show them that because these people are cuckoo. Nikki says that, did you all see the interview the Fletchers did? No, I didn't see that one. I didn't see that one. I'm gonna have to go and check that out. Country girl says she's lying. She doesn't want to know peace. No, she don't want no peace. This girl wants to keep milking this cash cow. That's what she want. That's exactly what she want. Cassandra says, speak on it. Absolutely. Like I say, the truth's gonna set you free. Like I said, I'm gonna call it like it is. And that's real talk. If they can't stand it, just say ouch or just put up that little church finger and just ease on out. That's it. Just ease on out. Country girl said, thanks everyone for liking the video. Yes, guys, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and thank you for the gift. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. But guys, like I said, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to sugarcoat? Do you want me to lie? I can't come up here and tell you a lie because I don't know these people from a can of paint. All this stuff, I can go off of what they put out. You air it out, you free game. And it's time for Melody and Martell, it's time for them to move. But I know one thing. I'm not going to sit there and when a reunion come, they got Martell in some little cage like he unhinged and he crazy like they did OG. They're not going to do me that because I have muchest right to be on this show because I helped pitch this show. If it wasn't for me, nobody wouldn't be on it. I'm the one sat there and had the connections. So why I got to be the one they put in a cage? They got to separate me from the group because I was upset even when of Nell Fletcher. They using Nell Fletcher having different events, and then she go up to Martell. Oh, we having an event, but you're not invited. Wow, wow. Like he is unhinged. Like I said, it take two. These people was tearing each other up. I feel sorry for what the children was going through because of what they showing us right now. Just imagine when the children was in that home and seeing all this stuff going on. And that's why Tony Terrell on the interview Melody did, she said there and said when she saw how Melody was doing a reaction video, how she cringed. All she could think about is the children. Make it make sense, guys. Make it make sense. Nikki says, in my opinion, the Mel and Martell storyline is done. Carlos King needs to revamp the show. Absolutely. Or just go ahead and ice Melody out. Melody got her own show. What Melody is doing, trying to stay there and sabotage it. And once the show is canceled, then she can come on with her bragging rights. Oh, I got my show. I got Nubian Network or whatever she got. Y'all guys can come over there. That's exactly what happened if they just go ahead and cancel it. All they would do is give Melody bragging rights. Come on, guys. We are critical thinkers. Can't you see how conniving and manipulative these people are? And that's why I sit there and say, this right here is what I call an ensemble cast. Go ahead and ice out Melody because I thought that's what Carlos King was going to do when he brought his tail down there to little old Huntsville. I'm thinking that Carlos King was going to go down there and get all the cast together, and they was going to sit there and talk about all the stuff that it was going on. Carlos King don't even care what's going on. At least he don't show us what I see. And like I say, all this right here is my opinion. So ain't nobody can get mad but the devil. Carlos King is focusing on so much that's going on Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's what he's talking about. You got people going to jail. You got people sitting there trying to set the house on fire and throwing bats and flowers, allegedly knives in the walls and glasses that people had, getting charged, going to jail. Why he don't talk about all that? That's what I want to know. Why is Carlos King is so fixated when it comes to Real Housewives of Atlanta? Where even Tamar Braxton say, well, why don't you go back to Real Housewives of Atlanta? If you feel that that is your baby, then call us. Save us all this BS. And why don't you see if you can get back to Real Housewives of Atlanta? Come on, guys. Like I said, if I'm wrong, please tell me I'm wrong. I'm only calling out, like I said, I don't know these people. But Tamar was asking callers, how do you think that Real Housewives of Atlanta could get back on track? He said, just like we all say, bring the OGs. I absolutely bring the OGs. But also the question is, how can you get Love and Marriage in Huntsville back on track, Carlos King? How can you? The only way that you can do this is go ahead and get the entire cast together and stop allowing these people, to film, because all this right here, it looks fake. Because when it comes to Kimmy cannot hide. It's showing all in her eyes. She cannot hide. Look, I'm not going to fake it with Melody. Melody, you think I'm going to sit there and put up with this BS with Melody just for a storyline, and it's only going to end up backfiring in our face? And that's why I just don't understand it. why Tisha Melody has said that Tisha called her and showing pictures of her and the children. But what about all the stuff that Melody did to you? How Melody got your close cousin, brothers and sisters' children. I know it's a reality show. So guys, don't come in and say, oh, this is a reality show. You know it's all about drama. I don't care what it is. Like I say, if it don't make no sense, we're gonna say it. It don't make no sense. It confuses the audience. Especially when you know that you had someone that been poking in your marriage from the beginning, brought your first cousin, brother and sister's children to sit there and come on, to sit there and say that your husband was cheating. Had this woman crying. Tisha was crying. People saying when she was crying when they all was together. When she say, Melody, if my husband is cheating, tell me who my husband is cheating with. And what did Melody said? Oh, I got it off of YouTube. Now you going to sit there and lose a friendship because you getting third-hand information off of YouTube. Tisha was in that car with her husband. Tears was coming out of her eyes. Like I said, if it don't fix, don't force it. Move on. Move on. That's how I see it. Starbucks says, please support this channel. Cash out Real Talk 985. She said the likes are liking. Thank you. Thank you very much. She said the likes are liking. It's adding up. I wish y'all would have came and supported me this morning. I only had 4 people. Miss Wu was the first one came on. For 4 people yesterday, this morning. See, when you start talking about real life issues, people don't like that. You guys like to be entertained. My God, our people. Lord, help my people. Nikki says, I wonder why I wonder why so many bloggers who cover the show do not like Kimmy and I guess Tisha. The reason why they don't like Kimmy and Tisha because they so fixated into this cult. These people mesmerize Melody. For what? I don't know because the only thing that I can come up is that these women are single, miserable women that been rejected by their boyfriends and their spouse and they don't know how to shake it off. Like I say, we all been through. We all been through what Melody went through. Melody is not the first. Melody is not the last. We all been cheated on. We cheated. They cheated. But you move on. You let go. You learn to forgive and move on. Melody is not the only one. You guys act like Melody is the only one, and that's why they just can't move on because they all ride on this trauma binding wagon. Country girls say I was at the eye doctor, but I did catch a replay. I know you was here. I saw you text. I saw you. You know, you in Starbucks. You know, I know even if you're not here, I know your heart is here. T. Jones as well. Nikki B. Thank you. I know you all, Linda Young, all you guys. I know your heart is here. Okay. T. Jones says the Fletchers mask coming off. Let them stay on there long enough. The interview was good, but those answers came out his blank. I want to see that. I want to see that. I want to see that. I'm gonna go ahead and find that interview and see what's going on, and I might go ahead and do a reaction video on it tomorrow. Talk about it. I want to see that because Nell Fletcher, I mean, she just straddling the fence. Dag, it's that serious that she's trying to get on this show? Girl, you got a storyline. Most likely you the only one, got a storyline because Mel don't have a storyline. Nell Fletcher got a storyline. If anything, Carlos King need to just go ahead and give Nell Fletcher a spinoff because they got a lot of drama that's going on in their family. So why is she acting like she got to kiss Melody's butt? Now, I don't know what the interview is about, but I'm just saying from what I saw. Mel this, Mel that, Mel. finally came out, and I bet you she gonna try to retract. I pray to God that she don't try to retract when she sat there and say that Melody should take accountability for stuff as well. She don't like that. It's not a word exactly, but but she don't like the fact that Martell was arrested. She don't like the fact that he was arrested. But I hope she don't take it back. But still of all, why is Nell Fletcher is sitting there kissing Melody's behind? Make it make sense. Nell Fletcher, I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna do a review on you. Most likely, I might do it tomorrow. You have a storyline. You and your family have a storyline where you guys don't even need to be on Love and Marriage in Huntsville. You guys can do your own spinoff because you guys got a lot of drama that you guys can talk about. Trust me. Rachel says, "Hey, Lady D. Hey, Rachel." You say, "Hey, Lady D. Just got off of work, but I will be here for your live when I can keep speaking truth." Yes, I can keep speaking truth. Yes, indeed. Like I said, I can't sit there and sugarcoat, guys. Look, I'm gonna call it like it is. And I think that, Call is King needs to get this show back on track or just go ahead and get the cast to come together and ice out the weakest link because everybody's sitting there saying, "Oh, Mel got a storyline." What is Mel's storyline? We've been waiting for Mel's storyline. Mel does not have a storyline without sitting there dragging Martell. And the first thing I know they're gonna put under my videos, "Oh, you jealous of Mel. Oh, they jealous of Mel." Jealous of what? Jealous of what? Everybody on that show is doing very well, very well. And the only reason why you can't see it because you do not want to dismantle these melanuts. These people is not going to put their business on this show for these people to sit there and try to sabotage it. Make it make sense. Nell is kissing the ring because she don't want the cult attacking her business. Most likely, that's probably what it is. Nell probably be working on something, but Nell, I promise you, only what you do for the Most High God is going to last anyway. You don't have to kiss nobody's butt. Let Mel go out into the sunset because soon in a minute, when you don't dance to Mel's music, she's going to throw you to the curb like she did everybody else. Martell called that out. When Martell sat there and say that everybody that Mel befriend end up leaving her, and we already know the millimeters end up trying to attack these people. But you see how, like I said, you never win, you play dirty. These people ain't playing with these people no more. These people are putting lawsuits on these people. You dox people, you going to hear from their attorney. And that's absolutely the fact. That's why you don't hear too much going on, now. But guys, I got about 8 more minutes. But this right here, like I said, this is a reality show, but most of the stuff that is happening is not happening on that show. It's happening on social media. So if it's happening on social media, that's why I say Call is King. He's very business savvy. Whatever is going on social media, bring it to that show because that show is sinking, is dying. Bring whatever is on social media, bring it on that show. Bring back Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda kept the ratings up. I don't care what you guys wants to say about Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda kept the ratings up. Bring in Martell's family. Just like Destiny said, that's Martell's family. So if it's his family, then bring them on. Bring Ariane. Bring the son. Bring them on. That's how I look at it. That's exactly how I look at it because that's who he chose. So that's what it is, guys. But let me know what your thoughts about it. I got about 5 more minutes, and after that, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. And here's real talk, unapologetic and non-biased. So all I just want you guys to see, I want you guys to weigh it out, balance it out. Two wrongs don't make it right. What Martell did, it was wrong. Martell shouldn't have never text Melody. He apologized. What Melody did, Melody was wrong. She was dead wrong. Did Melody apologize? No, Melody did not apologize. Melody went and made a song and she react everything that she did. Martell apologized what he did. But what Martell did, it was a misdemeanor. Only thing that could have happened, embarrassing her. But what Melody did, she could have endangered everyone that was in that house. So why? Why nobody talk about that? So that's why I'm coming on and I want you guys, like I say, be critical thinkers. If Melody is your fan, but even if Melody is your fan, hold on one second. Hold on. Guess they didn't want it nothing. But even if Melody is your fan, are you going to allow Melody to just hit a brick wall? That's just like with your children. If your children is wrong, what you gonna do? You're gonna call your children out, right? So why nobody can't call Melody? Why they can't put her foot to the fire? Make it make sense. My girl Bertha is in the house. She said, "Hello, Lady D in chat. Came in late, but we'll hit the replay. Happy Friday to everyone. Blessings. Yes, guys. Happy blessed Friday. Yes, indeed." Rachel said, "Yes, we need Wanda back, but I'm still on the fence about Ariane." Yeah, but that's who he chose, Rachel. That's who he with. Now, if he with somebody else, then bring him on, you know, but be your authentic self. Don't sit there and say, I'm going to bring someone on the show like, he did Sheree Whitfield. It wasn't authentic. It wasn't real. When Sheree had came to Love and Marriage in Huntsville and came in the house, they were sitting so far apart. They didn't hug. They didn't kiss. It didn't look it just didn't look real. It looked fake. Right there, I knew all that right there was a publicity stunt. So if Martell is with someone, even if it's not Ariane, but if it is Ariane, then that's a part of his reality. Then bring her on. Or just like I said, Martell need to just go ahead and just quit, just leave, and continue doing what he been a doing. Martell, he did good. He was very successful way before there was a Love and Marriage in Huntsville. Martell sat there and he took a business and made it a multi-million dollar business. So if he did it back then, he can do it again. Like I say, TV is not for everybody. When you on television, you have to have big balls, okay? And that's real talk. My girl, Miss Wu say they need to allow everyone the cast is involved with on the show. Otherwise, it's just fake. Absolutely. And I just don't want to see any fake scene, I just don't want to see when they all went, and met Melody. Melody is the one always got to call the shots, is where Melody she wants to meet her place and her destination. Oh, then you expect the women to go. Well, what about when the women be having something you don't want to go, or you sit there and you try to throw a wrench in it? Nobody wants to see that. I just don't want to see it. Melody did too much to Tisha. Too much to Tisha. Anytime when you try to sit there and come in my marriage just because you hurting, trust me, once a snake, gonna always a snake. I can forgive you, but I'm gonna love you from a distance. And that's real talk, guys. That is real talk. So, guys, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. Thank you, country girl. Thank you, Starbucks, for coming in. And my girl was the first one. Miss Wu came in for support. Thank you for coming in. Also, Rachel came in. My girl Bertha Raymond came in. Thank you very, very much, guys. Nikki B came in. Where T Jones? T Jones was here. Yes, welcome, guys. Thank you very, very much. So, guys, look, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shut it down. Maybe come in tomorrow. I wanna watch the interview they said that the Fletchers did. So, I wanna see what's going on with that, and, I might, do a video on that, do a review on the Fletchers. But like I said, when it comes to the Fletchers does not have to kiss Melody's butt. They don't have to kiss the ring because the Fletchers got a storyline. I mean, these people, they got some drama when they was around that table, honey, and all the stuff that is going on is Nell, is she's a side chick, we wants to know. So they don't have to kiss the ring, okay? So Miss Wu said, "Good night, ladies, guys. Come on, close me out, country girl." Yes, indeed. So, guys, like I said, in here is real talk, unapologetic and non-biased. Just grown folks, just having a good time. Calling this BS like it is. So, tomorrow I might come on. And I might come on around about 5 o'clock because the show come on tomorrow. And I want to go and check out that interview when it comes to the Fletchers. I want to go ahead and talk about that. But I just hope, that they can go ahead and get back on track. But in order for them to go ahead and get back on track, they have to sit there and put their foot down. They can't just let one person go ahead and take over the entire show. Pick a hat. If you want to be executive producer, then be the executive producer. But you can't be the executive producer and be a cast member at the same time. And that's real talk. Okay, Rachel said Mel is just fake, period. Okay. So guys, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and close it down. Miss Wu said there and say, guys, you all enjoy the rest of your day. Okay. So good night, ladies, and you all be blessed. Okay, Sugar Brown says, hit that hit that like button as your admission is to the live. Yes. To this live. Yes. Taylor Collins said, why can't her fan base support her other show? That's what I want to know. Tyler Collins says, why can't her fan base support her other show? I rarely hear anything about it. And the only thing that I can think of, and it's just my opinion, the reason why that you don't hear too much about what's going on with her other show. Well, first they say because of the finances, and that's alleged. But I think once they go ahead and they try to sabotage Love and Marriage in Huntsville, then they going to focus on what she got. But like I said, you never win when you play dirty. Okay. So Sugar Brown said, gotta check the replay. I'm late. Okay, guys. On that note, you all be blessed and enjoy the rest of your night.